everyone, so it's me Arushi and today we guys are going to learn linkers. So first let me tell you guys about linkers. Okay, so linkers are also known as connectors. Now here you see linkers. A definition for linkers. It is a word which joins sentences or clauses are called linkers. Linkers also show how ideas are related. For definition, you are going to write from a word which joins sentences or clauses are called linkers. Okay, this is the definition of linkers. You can also write it in your notebook. Let's move to the next slide. Now, let me tell you an example about linker. Now, I know it's hard for you guys to understand linkers with their definition. That's why I have an example for you. The example is Sonal is a doctor and Rahul is a scientist. So these are two different sentences. But when we join them, we are using a word between, which is but. Like see, Sonal is a doctor, but Rahul is a scientist. So here, but is a linker or connector. Now, see, here we have joined two sentences using but. Now, let me tell you in simple words what are linkers. Linkers are those who join two sentences with one word like but and or many more also. So let's move to the next slide. Okay, now I know you guys are really how you guys don't know about clause. That's why let me tell you about clause also. Now your question is, what is a clause? So let's know what is a clause. A clause is a unit which contains a subject and a verb. See, a clause is a unit which contains a subject and a verb. Again, a clause is a unit which contains subject and a verb. This is clause. Let's move to the next slide. Now, I have an example for you to understand it more easily. For example, here you see, here is a sentence with you. It was raining. Now, you see, there is a subject, which is it. And this is a verb. Alright? So here you see the clause. A clause is a unit which contains a subject and a verb. So here you guys can understand that what are clause. In this sentence we can know that here are it is a subject and was raining is a verb. Alright, now when we mix them together, it is a clause. Now let's move to the next slide. Alright, now we have studied about clause. But there are two kinds of clauses. Now let me tell you how much. The first one is A, which is independent clause, and the second one is dependent clause. Now let's study about independent and dependent more easily. Okay, now here you guys can see the clause is in yellow are dependent clauses. They have a noun and a verb but don't express a complete thought. Now, in this you can see there are such yellow lines, okay, and there are some white lines, sentences also. Now, he is saying that the sentences which are in yellow color are dependent clauses, right? Now, here let's learn about them. When I get to school in the morning. Now listen, this sentence is not making a sense. So, this is a dependent clause. Now in simple words, you guys can say that the sentence which doesn't make a the sentence which doesn't make a sense is known as dependent clause. But in the white color, you can see the sentence here, which is I am ready to learn. Now, if we will pronounce them easily like this, when I get to school in the morning, I am ready to learn. So this is a independent clause because this sentence is making a sense, and these all are equal. Now let's move to the next sentence, which is although I am surrounded by my peers. Now this is not making a sense, but when we will add another line to this, it is making sense. This is although I am surrounded by my peers, I stay focused all day. Now, see, this is making a sense. Now, this is a independent clause. How simple, right? Let's move to the next one. After school is over, I hurry home to do my homework and study. In the yellow color, the sentence is not making sense, but when we will make these both sentences together, we are forming a sense. So that's why it is a independent sentence. How easy it is, right? Let's move to the next one. Types of linkers. Now, first we have read about types of clauses, but now we are at types of linkers. Now, linkers have two different types. See, there are the first type is coordinating linkers, and the second is subordinate linkers. Again repeating, coordinating linkers. Second one, subordinate linkers. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Now, let's learn about coordinating link conjunctions. Okay, joins parts of sentences of words, phrases, or clauses with relatable meanings. Now, the coordinating conjunctions are those conjunctions which join parts of sentences of words, phrases, or clauses with relatable meanings. Let's move to the next slide with an example. Now, coordinating conjunctions. Conjunctions that link independent parts of sentences. Let me tell you an example. The example is and, but, or. Now, here is a simple sentence for you guys to understand it more easily, which is we built a new snow fort and 3 snowballs. Here, you guys can see that these both sentences are making sense. In this coordinating conjunctions, when we connect two sentences which are making sense, is known as coordinating conjunctions. The next is Robbie is me and I am not going to play with him anymore. Now you see that there are two linkers. The first is and here is also and. How? Because and is connecting two other sentences. Is it fun? Yes, I know it is fun to learn with me. That's why I have created this channel, and I am telling you guys to please like this video and subscribe and hit that bell icon also. So let's move to the next. Now we have completed our study about coordinating conjunctions. So let's move to the subordinate conjunctions. Now, subordinating conjunctions are conjunctions that link the dependent clause to make the So, you guys were at subordinating conjunctions. As I have told you the definition of subordinating conjunctions. In simple words, you guys can say that the sentences which are not making sense are known as subordinating conjunctions. Let's also take an example. Example is because, after, before. Let's take a sentence also. Sentence is school was cancelled because many roads, no, it's not cancelled, it's cancelled. School was cancelled because many roads were closed. Here you can see that because is a linker, it's a connector, it's connecting two different sentences, but both of these sentences are not making sense. Alright? So now let's move to the next sentence, which is all games will be rescheduled after the strike is over. Now see these both sentences. Let me explain you again. Here are two sentences which are connected by after linker. Now in these two sentences you guys can simply learn that these two sentences are not making a simple sense. So these are dependent clauses. Now as they have already told us in the definition that when we connect two dependent clauses with a linker, it is subordinating conjunctions. But when we connect two independent clauses with a linker is known as coordinating conjunctions. It is very easy to learn this, and if you will learn this and fit this into your mind, you can easily do any worksheet on it. Okay, let's move to the next slide. The next slide is coordinating conjunctions. So here I have made a list for coordinating conjunctions. Here we go. The first coordinating conjunction is for. Now for, then and then nor, then but, then or, then yet, and then so. Again, fit them in your mind. For, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. You can also take a screenshot of them and please learn them easily. That's why then you will be very able to solve any worksheets on coordinating conjunctions. Alright, now a sub-coordinating conjunction begins a dependent clause and connects it to the independent clause. Now again I am explaining you the subordinating conjunction because this is a tough conjunction. That's why I'm again telling you. Now listen. A subordinating conjunction begins a dependent clause, means two sentences which are not making sense, like these two dependent clauses. Like if there is a sentence which is not making a sense, like two sentences which are not making sense, and when we connect them and make them an independent clause, then it is a subordinating conjunction. Okay, I know you guys need an example. That's why I have an example also. The example I have is we carried our raincoats. Now listen to me. We carried our raincoats. This is not making sense. And if you will take the second sentence, which is it was cloudy, not making that sentence, not making sense. No, when we will join them with a subordinating conjunction, which is since, that we carried our raincoats since it was cloudy. Yes, the sentence is making a sense. So we can say this is a independent clause. Now, here, linkers. I have some linkers which are classified into two broad categories. Two broad categories. The first category is coordinating and the second category is subordinating. Now in coordinating we have and, but, or either or, neither nor, not only but also, and many more. In subordinating we have because, although, after, if, since, while, so that, as, etc. Now if you will fit them in your mind, I'm pretty sure you guys are completely able to learn them and to solve any single worksheet based on these linkers. The next one is head. Remember, the linkers that join the main and the subordinating clauses are called subordinating linkers. For example, you will get a trophy if you win. Here, subordinating linker is if. Now, subordinating linker can be classified into 9 parts according to their usage. Here are subordinating linkers. Now, when you will solve any of the worksheet, you are getting here solve with time, solve for like this. Now, in time, there are these type of conjunctions which are before, till, since, after, when, as. And yes, these all are subordinating conjunctions. In time, there is before, till, since, after, when, and as. In place, there are only two, which is where and wherever. In cause, also known as reason, we have three conjunctions, which are because, as, since. In comparison, we have three again, than, whereas, such as. In purpose, we have that, so that. In result, we also have that, so that. In condition, we have if and unless. In manner, we have as and as if. In consistence, we have although and even I. Okay, so that was it for today, and I definitely hope that you guys completely learned what I want to tell you. If not, then comment down me below and tell me what is the problem you have faced while learning this. If there is a problem in my English, please comment down. Then I will take care of my English and try to speak more effectively or more good. Alright, so I just hope that you guys have watched the video till end. If yes, then please like the video because I need your support for creating and for growing my YouTube channel. That's why I'm here for you guys. So please, it's a request to please like the video and subscribe and hit that bell icon also. So that was it for today, and I definitely hope it was completely amazing for you to learn. Bye bye.